is John, and today we're going to do a little comparison about the Okuma Avenger and the Penn 2. These both are bait runners, and I'm going to try to do a little review on both, and let's go compare it. Let's go to the close-up camera. Before I go to weight and everything, let's go compare the pieces. When you buy the Avenger, it comes with two spools, right? It got a foldable handle. Same thing with the pen. You got the braid spool, and you got the mono spool, which I use this for braid anyway because it holds a lot more line. And then over here you got the 2-in-1. You got the rubber on the middle. Okay, you got the rubber on the middle so that it's braided ready or mono ready. It's not gonna spin on you. I kind of like this one. It's a lot smoother to put line on this than this too, because this is just basically plastic and it's shallower. It holds lesser line. Okay, what I like about this, first of all, is this one, you put it in like a traditional one, then you screw the cap off, right? That's how you put it in. With the pen and most of the high-end reels is this, and you just really, you're gonna screw it in. So there's no way you're losing the cap. There's no way you can lose the cap, because over here, when it gets loosened up, you lose the cap. My dad does that all the time. Lose the cap, and now you're gonna have to find a screw that can fit to your thing. It's easy fix. First thing I do when I buy spinning reel nowadays, I check the spring on the bail system, because I had a lot of experience before that the spring breaks and stuff like that. The bail just opens, and on both of this has the coil spring, bail spring. As you can see, that is the Okuma and that is the Penn spring. Okay, what I'm talking about is, like, you know, on most of my reels, they got that coil spring, as you can see, like this. Okay, and you got one more. They're all like different kind, but it's coiled spring instead of the wire spring. Okay, you see the difference? That is the wire spring. The wire spring tends to snap. So with that being said, I always check that, because that's the always first one to break, especially if you use it for like a lot of casting, like, you know, bass fishing or whatever you're doing. If you do a lot of casting, that's the first thing that's gonna break. So, and another thing that is better on the pen is, look how thick is that gear and how wide the teeth on that gear is compared to Okuma. That's plastic on the top, that's why it looks thicker. And I'm going to show you again. Let me just focus the camera. You see how thick that is? Okay. Okay, before I do the weight system, I decided to open both reels up and check what the difference between the gears and the inside mechanism. Okay, this is the Okuma Avenger, and this is the Penn Pierce 2. As you can see, I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, the gears over here is thinner than the gears over here. Even though this thing has a larger teeth, it kind of like goes almost halfway. Actually, it goes more than halfway of the actual gear itself than this one. This one looks like a lot smaller tooth, but it's, if you compare it side by side, it's not that much difference. It looks a lot smaller because it has a larger body. It has a larger, it's a heavier metal. It's the same thing with the gears inside. The gears inside is a lot thicker than this gear right here. Okay. One more thing, that's a plus for the pen. And one more thing, the drag system, the secondary drag system with the Okuma. This thing was only held up with this piece of metal right here, which you can see it's popping out. Nothing's holding it or anything. It's just lodged in there, and you can just easily taking it out, and this will pull out, and you can see all the springs and all the stuff that's in there. The clicker, although they use the same clicker, I noticed on the bigger one, which is, I think it's a negative for this small reel. This should run a lot smoother with the second drag, but I think this one is dragging more than the bigger ones, because the bigger one got a bigger wheel. Of course, it's gonna drag a lot lesser with the same thing. But with this one, I couldn't find the clicker on this one. Maybe it's lodging in here, because this one is all intact, one piece, and everything is built in there. Although the engage system is outside, the engage system on the Okuma is inside. This is the engage system for the Okuma, and this is the engage system for the pen. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it. Let's wait. Okay, that is a thick metal than the engage system for the Okuma. Wait until it's okay. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, that's it. Alright. Although it looks the same on the camera, you can see the difference on the real thing. So, and one more thing. The watertight system on this one, I will show you that the pen, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, the pen comes with a gasket on all the screws that came in, and that's the only thing that they have. With the Okuma, it got a kind of like a head gasket around it. as you can see, show you the back side. Let me show you the back side. You can see a lot better. Right there, you can see the head gasket going around. Okay. And with that being shown you, let me put this back together, weigh it, check the drag system in the back, and let me show you how they go in action on the garage, how I use it. Okay. Okay, everybody. The main difference on this reel is the on and off switch on the drag system in the back. So if you use like before, like a bait runner, this one is on this one, and this one is on this one. So up, on, up, on. Okay. And this one is up, on, okay. Let's go with the weight. Okay, let's go check it out. Let's turn it on. It's on grams. Let's put it on ounce. Should be away. $12.34. Let's see. Okay, 12.34. And let's go check the okuma. $12.10. So it's only like 0.2 ounces separating. This feels heavier. This feels heavy. It's heavier, but that's what its weight. Now let's go test out the how many rotation in the back before we test how much does it. Okay, let's put a line in here. And that's all the way open. Now we're gonna close it. That's 1, 2 turn, 2 1/4 turn to maximum. So I got another mark in there. Okay, let's see. One, two, almost 3. A shy from 3 turns. So 2 1/4, and let's call it 3. Let's go fill it up with line. I'm gonna go fill it up with line. Let me check the back drag for you guys. What's the minimum and what's the maximum drag you can get from the secondary drag, and then I'm gonna show you how I use it. Alright guys, so we're gonna do the minimum secondary drag measurement in ounces. Let's start with let's do it by pounds. Start with the okuma. I'm gonna hook it up. Okay, I'm gonna start dragging it. Oops. I gotta turn it on first, okay? 0. .12 ounces. 0.12 pounds. 0.12 ounce. Okay, this on, okay. Take this out, because you will take the average on this thing, whatever the average amount is. Okay, it's on pounds, it's on 0. Let's start doing it. .18 pounds. Secondary drag, maximum drag system, maximum on maximum. Let's try it on. It goes up to 2.3 pounds. And let's go try the pen. Okay. It's almost the same, 2.38 pounds. This is a lot smoother. This one varies from 1.8, the okuma varies from 1.8 to 2.3 pounds. It won't give me an average. But this one actually just gave me 2.2 to 2.38. So that's that. And let me show you the setup that I'm doing with these bait runners. Okay, this is how I use my my catfish rig or fishing rig with a bait runner. I usually mainly use this for catfish or striped bass in the river, and I usually do bigger fishing rod than this. Smallest one is 9 foot to 12 foot long. This setup, I just got this rod pod. You can actually extend it longer. And then I got the bait alarm here, and I got the bait runner, of course. You can adjust the height, the length of this, and this is how I set it up. I'll show you guys. Okay, at the end of the line, this fishing line, you got this sliding 1 ounce weight right here, and then you got your metal leader, and I'm gonna put a hook in there. What I like about this is when they bite slow, you can tell when they bite faster. Okay, so that's how I and then I put this on. Okay, and I put this on so you can tell quicker which one had the bite. Okay, let's turn it on and let's go try it. Short bite, big bite. Okay, right here, up, it's up. Let's turn it on. Short bite, big bite. Okay, that's how it works. Basically, the main logic on this one is so that the fish won't feel anything when they grab the end, because the weight stays on the same, and this one just gives it out. So the fish won't feel a thing. I usually use, depending on a cut bait, I use circle hook. Live bait, I use the minnow hook. So alright guys, that's how I use my bait runners. And now for the conclusion, it's up to you guys. Like, you know what, the pen is it feels more durable. Longevity, I would go with a pen, but I use the bigger version of this for a long time now. Just like I said, like, you know, I got a couple over here that you can see it's all beat up already, and it's a size 90 reel. I use it for like 4 or 5 years, some of them 6 years, and this is all the AV version, not the ABF version. The ABF version is a new version of this. It looks almost the same thing. I don't know about the gears, if they change it, but my main concern is, like, you know what, it lasted a long time. That will last a lot longer. For me, I would go with the it's head to head. I might lean against a little bit to the pen. It's double the price, but it's easier to clean. You don't have to take the whole spinning thing off to get into the gears to clean it. Just like what I showed you when I opened it up, the whole head has to come off to take it off and put it back on. And that's the only thing why I'm leaning to it, because you know what, even though now the pen looks like it's more durable and it feels like, you know, the okuma feels like plastic, the pen feels like metal. It feels like, you know what, this one feels cheap compared to that one, to the pen, but you know, it works, and that's all that matters. If you're on a budget, you go with the okuma. If you want a little bit better quality and it's easier to clean, then you go with the pen. It's up to you guys, and thank you for watching. Thank you for the people that subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and we got more videos to come. Follow us on Facebook at Amateur Fishing Adventure, or at Twitter at AFA Kayaking. Thank you so much. Have a great day.